Mundo Deportivo has reported he is heading to Germany and, accompanied by his agent, will be looking forward to getting his future resolved in the coming days. His agent is going to fly to Leipzig to advance the negotiations between the German club and Barcelona. Olmo's agents are working as the link between the two clubs and will now work on the second proposal that the Catalans have presented for the Spanish forward. This second proposal will take a significant toll on the Blaugrana club's finances, as it promises €47 million fixed, €3 million in easily achievable variables, and another €10 million in bonuses if Barcelona wins La Liga or the UEFA Champions League in the next 6 years. Paris Saint-Germain have confirmed the signing of Benfica's Joao Neves in a move worth up to €70 million, £60 million of $26 million. Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United and more were linked with a move for the 19-year-old. Following an intense race where United had bids rejected for the Portugal international, the League One champions have got their man. Neves has joined on a 5-year contract until the summer of 2029. As part of the deal, his compatriot Renato Sanchez is heading in the opposite direction on loan with the option to buy. Neves is seen as one of the brightest young stars in Europe, and this is quite the coup for PSG. Gareth Southgate stepped down from the role after England's 2-1 defeat to Spain in the Euro 2024 final, admitting it was time for a change after 8 years in charge. The likes of Graham Potter, Lee Carsley, Eddie Howe, Thomas Tuchel and Mauricio Pochettino are among the early favourites to replace him. FI Chief Executive Mark Bullingham has received approval from the 9 other board members to approach foreign candidates. The report states that there were some dissenting voices, but the request was approved without the need for a vote. The news will come as a boost to Tuchel and Pochettino's chances of getting the job, but their potential salary demands could prove a sticking point. Bullingham and FA Technical Director John McDermott are leading the search for Southgate's successor. Bayern Munich spent a good portion of the summer chasing Paris Saint-Germain attacker Xavi Simons, who spent last season on loan with RB Leipzig. Even with Max Eberl's relationship with the Dutchman, Simons was not compelled to make the jump to Bayern Munich though. Earlier today, RB Leipzig announced that it is bringing Simons back from PSG on loan for another season. The final of the men's soccer tournament at the Paris Olympics was in sight after France had been pushed to the limit by Egypt in Monday's semi-final at Stade Lyon. Jean-Philippe Mateta, meanwhile, was being mobbed by his teammates after scoring his second goal in a 3-1 win that sets up a final against Spain at Parc des Princes on Friday. France versus Spain means there will be a European gold medalist at the Olympics for the first time in 32 years. According to Fabrizio Romano, Willian Pacho is close to signing for PSG after the French side agreed a deal with Eintracht Frankfurt for the defender. Pacho, dubbed world-class over in Germany, is also thought to have agreed personal terms with the League One giant. Recent days suggested a £50 million deal could be on the cards for Pacho and Liverpool. However, it now seems he's on his way to PSG as yet another slips away. Chelsea are still negotiating with Victor Osimhen on the exact makeup of his potential wage package. The multi-layered nature of the transfer means the move, which also involves Romelu Lukaku going to Napoli, could run until the last week of the window. There also remains the possibility that the deal could be a loan with an option to buy. As it stands, the clubs are close to agreement on a mutually beneficial deal that would see big-name strikers trade places. Napoli cannot afford Osimhen's huge wages, which were partially agreed as part of a new deal to secure a higher fee this summer. Former Barcelona player Martin Braithwaite wants to buy Liga club Espanyol, despite just leaving them. Several sources have confirmed the Danish striker was very unhappy with the way he was treated by Espanyol management, which is one of the reasons he wants to buy them out. Atletico Madrid have agreed an £81.5 million deal to sign Manchester City forward Julian Alvarez. The fee is made up of an initial £64.4 million, 75 meters euros, with a further £17.1 million, 20 meters euros in potential add-ons. It will be a record sale for City, surpassing the £50 million Chelsea paid for Raheem Sterling in 2022. Manchester United are yet to reinforce things in the centre of the park in the summer transfer window, and once again, the name of Frankie John is in focus. The Dutch international, who is valued at £86 million Cillian, has been a dream of Erik ten Hag, who managed the midfielder at Ajax before he left for Barca. Ten Hag has offered a swap deal involving Antony to finally sign Frankie John for Man Up. Barca already have Lamine Yamal on the right flank and Rafinha in the backup, and in all fairness, both are way better than the Old Trafford winger. hence Mano should try a better formula to have any chance of signing John. After his contract at Juventus came to an end, midfielder Adrien Rabiot is a free agent and looking for a new club. Multiple news outlets are now reporting that the two Premier League teams are the frontrunners to sign the 29-year-old. Rabiot would be a useful addition to both clubs, with Liverpool seeking a replacement for Thiago Alcantara, who left the Reds earlier this summer, and Arsenal needing a backup for Thomas Partey, who has suffered from injury problems over the past season. Being a free agent also means there is no actual transfer fee, giving both clubs room to do business elsewhere before the transfer window closes later this month. According to the latest report from Team Talk, Spurs are keen on signing the former England international and are preparing a substantial cash plus player offer to facilitate the transfer. The proposed deal includes £50 million in cash, complemented by the inclusion of a player to tempt Bournemouth into agreeing to the move. Among the players potentially included in this deal are those not part of Ange Postecoglou's plans: Giovanni Lo Celso, Sergio Reguilon, Oliver Skip Jet Spence, and Elijah Velez. These players could provide Bournemouth with valuable reinforcements, while also reducing Tottenham's cash expenditure on Solling. Manchester United defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka will command a cut of his transfer fee before agreeing to depart this summer. The Red Devils are open to selling the defender, with West Ham United noted to be willing to meet an £18 million Cillian asking price for the former Crystal Palace prospect. Wan-Bissaka's wage demands are proving more problematic for the Irons, however. Wan-Bissaka is in no rush to undercut his value. He is currently earning £90,000 per week. Reports suggest that the 26-year-old's representatives are challenging United to hand the player a slice of the £18 million fee they want to facilitate a move. PSG has agreed on personal terms with the 24-year-old. However, it also noted that Sancho isn't PSG's primary target and that Manchester United is asking for €60 million for him. Ten Hag is thinking about using Sancho and Bruno Fernandes as strikers to address Manchester United's attacking problems. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester United wants an important offer to let Jadon Sancho leave, somewhere in the region of €46 million to €52 million, £40 million to £45 million. PSG spoke to Sancho's agents weeks ago, but they never reached out to the Premier League club so far to open talks. The situation is still open for this summer. Lenny Yoro's pre-season injury has been a big enough blow to Manchester United's preparations for the upcoming campaign, but the £52 million Cillian centre-back spell on the sidelines has reportedly stifled attempts to bolster further the position as Bayern Munich dig their heels in over Matthijs Ligt. Luring Lig away from the Allianz Arena is proving difficult though. Despite Bayern making it clear that he doesn't feature in Vincent Kompany's plans, Air know that United are now under more pressure to recruit a centre-back before the new season has strengthened their position. Manchester United are allegedly now unlikely to sign Manuel Ugarte this summer, despite being heavily linked with a move for the Paris Saint-Germain midfielder in recent weeks. Man United have now cooled their interest and are instead focusing on other targets, with the club unwilling to meet PSG's asking price, which is around €60 million, £51.4 million. Man United had placed a €60 million, £51 million bid on the table for Zubimendi, which would have activated the release clause in his Real Sociedad contract. The deal is complicated due to the midfielder's apparent desire to remain with Real Sociedad for at least one more season. Hjulmand is said to have huge admirers at Old Trafford, including head coach Erik ten Hag, with the Denmark international viewed as a potential midfield incoming this summer. Man United will not be going near his release clause of €80 million, £67.4 million, but if Sporting are willing to negotiate, then it would not be a surprise to see the midfielder make the move to Old Trafford. Rabiot is available on a free transfer this summer, having failed to agree a new contract with Juventus. Arsenal and Liverpool said to be keen to bring him to the Premier League this summer. Man United are also known admirers and will need to move quickly if they are to secure his signature.